Hey everyone, I'm back again with another r/relationship advice, and this one is titled, I don't know what to do with my boyfriend of 4 years. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Let's get right into it. My boyfriend and I have been dating for almost 4 years, and living together 3 years. I am seriously considering leaving him tonight and asking him to leave our shared apartment by the end of the weekend. Our first year together was actually so good that we decided to move in together. But things started to go downhill when we signed our lease agreement. When we moved into our apartment, he was broke and I had to pay his last month's rent from his old apartment where he used to live by himself. Keep in mind that was 3 years ago and he's never paid me back for that. Red flag, I know. A couple of months later, we got our first car together. I tried to keep up with the payments, but since he wasn't helping me much with anything, I decided to tell him he needed to make the next month's car payment, which he never did. For months, I tried to pay the bills, pay the rent, pay the car, etc., while he was looking for jobs because he kept quitting his jobs after a month of being there for whatever reason. I even had to get 2 jobs in the summer to make enough money to still have money left over to save after paying everything because I couldn't keep up all by myself. I eventually had enough money saved up to pay the tuition I had backed up so I can go back to school. When I found out our car had been repossessed, when I walked into our parking spot one morning and the car wasn't there, I had to use the money I had saved for school to pay to get the car back. Eventually, the car was repossessed again because he still wasn't making the payments after I got the car back. Long story short, a couple of months later, we got another car, and that car was also repossessed a couple of months later. In the almost 4 years that we've been together, he has never ever had more than $100 saved. Ever. We're complete opposites. I try to be as responsible with my money as possible so he knows he can rely on me to make a payment if he can't, which most of the time he can't either way. In the time we've been together, except for the first year, I have never received a gift from him for my birthday, Valentine's, Christmas, etc. Fast forward 1 year and he has a stable job, but somehow I still have to put more money towards the rent, bills, etc. because somehow he never has money. We are supposed to go half and half on everything. Groceries, date nights, rent, car, bills, etc. But either way, I still end up paying most of the rent, all of the bills, groceries for the week, etc. What bothers me the most is that I have to do all of the housework too. He doesn't even know how to cook at all, so I always have to get home from work tired to make dinner. We made a deal that he'd help me around the house, but I still end up washing the dishes most of the time and cleaning up the kitchen after we eat. If we go half and half on all the expenses, then why can't he help clean the kitchen after I cook? Why do we have to go half and half on the expenses, but can't go half and half on all the chores around the house? On the last New Year's Eve, I told him that I was going to leave him for sure if he didn't get his S together, which he did for about a month. Then COVID hit in March, and guess who was the only one with a job and some savings enough to pay the rent and bills through the crisis? Me. The past couple of months, he's been talking about getting married, buying a house, and starting a family, which, I'm not gonna lie, it's what I want for my future. But how is he going to be able to support a family if he can't even help me keep up with our bills and rent? How is he going to fix stuff around the house if he can't even help me wash dishes? How are we going to save up for a wedding if he can't pay me back the $100 for the extra in rent I paid last month? I guess my snapping point for writing this post today was because I am just over it. Today I got home from work so tired and still had to come home to make dinner, and when I asked him to help me with the dishes, he said I nag him a lot. He just continued playing Call of Duty on his phone, got up, took a shower, and just went to bed. All while I had to throw out the garbage and clean the kitchen. I'm over trying to motivate him. I've had so many pep talks with him and tried to get him to take care of his money, do something with his free time, like work out, read a book, take a walk, or anything. And I'm afraid I'm wasting my time, my youth, and my money on someone who's just honestly never going to want more from life. As I'm writing this post, I have realized how much I have sacrificed for our relationship and how hard I've worked that he doesn't appreciate and sadly never will. I honestly care and love him, but he hasn't changed in 4 years. What makes me think he's going to change anytime soon? And the top advice says, my advice would be to definitely leave him. You've always been reminding him and trying to motivate him, but he never really got his S together. This guy is being an absolute useless blob. I know that you love him, but he really is holding you down in life. Thank you guys for watching. Please comment below and let me know if there's any other subreddits you guys would like me to make videos on, and also like the video and please subscribe.